Mr. Square Art. Mr. Square Art. We need some, let's see, we need some Black Lives Matter. We need to get some black light in here. Black Lives Matter. We need to have a black light. That would be nice. Let's try that. Let's see. Black Lives Matter. Black light. I used to go to Penguin Feather when I was a kid. There's a record store in the DC area called Penguin Feather. Hold on a second. It's called Penguin Feather. They were in old houses and gas stations. They didn't build their own stores. They would just buy an old house. And there would be an old house, and they put a sign, Penguin Feather. They'd take the living room and make the seat. The living room would be the albums, and the dining room would be the 8-track tapes, and the kitchen would be the cassettes. And then they would have the head shop. They always had a head shop that was like, that'd be down in the basement or something. They'd take an old house, and I'm sure they made more money on the head shop than they did selling the records, but. The Penguin Feather. They were very cool. There was one that was in an old gas station in Fairfax, and they had an old house in Herndon and another old house in Vienna. And they were funny. And all their stores were different. It was just really wackadoodle. Yeah, okay, there's some blue. Is that? Yeah. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of. Anyway, how you doing? I'm just starting a little early today. This was Mr. Square Art. He did a video, some artistic video with me in it. There I am. I think I can hear myself in there. We could do green. Yeah, it's hard to. Let's see. I could get this light around. Let's see. Blue. Yeah, it's not really easy to see today. There we go. There's some nice red. Makes me look angry. My blood pressure's up. I'm turning red. Oh, I'm kind of green. I've got a copper deficiency. It makes me look. Ooh, my skin is going blue. I'm freezing. I've got frostbite. I'm green. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I'm in a nice calm mood this morning. The Devil Channel. It's the Devil Channel. This is cool. Mr. Square Art here. Very nice video there, Mr. Square Art. I like it. That is very cool. Yeah. Wow, that is pretty nice. Thanks for watching. I like that. We got a little different start of the show today. There we go. There we go. We can make some, what other color could I make that? A blue? Yeah, that's nice. I like the blue. Oh, man. What? I don't even know what that is.
This is taking an interesting turn, guys.
I don't know what that is. I didn't do that. That stupid video popped up and the bad word came out. How's everybody doing this morning? Who's here this morning? Let's see. Bob's Adventure. Hey, Shemay and the Doxinator. The moderators are on duty. That's right. Dave, can't stay long this morning, taking a friend to the airport. Well, nice to see you, Bob. Nice to see you. It's always a good morning. Hey, Tim. Hey. Camo Day from Ohio. I had someone on my text the other day talk about they wanted me to go to Ohio. I'd like to go to Ohio. I've never been to Ohio. I don't think I've ever been. No, I've never been to Ohio. Flown over it a few times in an aeroplane, but I've never been to Ohio. One of my friends, Michael Nippert, who I chat with a lot, lives in the Cincinnati area. Then we also have Bob. We have Mr. Heffernan there, who is in the Columbus area. There's quite a few nomads or people on my channel that are in Ohio. So I'd like to go to Ohio. I'd like to go to is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame still open in the pandemic, or have they closed that up? What other color would you like to see? We could do it kind of a purpley purple. I like that. That's kind of nice. Oh, good morning, Computer Chick. Computer Chick Productions, Howard Moses. Howard, hey, Chattanooga. You've been getting a lot of rain over there like we have here. Man, it's just been, yesterday was just it was just a downpour day. The sun would come out and then it would get downpour and then the sun would come out. I think today we're back to just a nice, basically sunny day, which would be nice. Anyway. Oh, you're about to hit 1K. Boom. Good for you. Travels with Doodah. Cleveland rocks. Yeah. What was that show? What was that title? That song, Cleveland Rocks. That was a theme song for a show, wasn't it? One of those Fox shows or something. What was that show? Let's all get naked and run through the streets of Morganton. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't decide what color to go with today. I just cannot. I'm like all over the place. That's as good as anything. Let's go with that. The Devil Channel color. The Devil Channels. You know, I was watching Simply RVing today. I like Lydia. I do like Lydia. You know, Lydia's been spending a lot of time now with other videos. She does some ones where she reads the Bible, and there's other videos where she talks some kind of hints about her GUN and stuff like that. And she, other than traveling, and she does, and she admitted that some people are criticizing her because she's not always just doing nomadic stuff. And then she uses the term haters. You know, I don't know why YouTubers do that. Anybody that criticizes you is a hater, you know? I mean, if you say anything negative, even if it's constructive criticism, hey, I don't like your channel. I don't like it when you do this. They're not doing any trollish stuff. They're not doing anything super nasty. They're just criticizing you, fair criticism. Why does that always have to be called a hater? You know, that's not hating on you. In fact, they care about, if somebody bothers to criticize you, they're actually caring about you. If they didn't care about you, they wouldn't even send anything. They wouldn't say anything. They just go, it's a dumb channel. I'm going on to something else. The fact that they actually spend some time typing something to say, you know, I really enjoy it better when you do not read the Bible. There are people some people out there who, have different religious views. And if you take a particular stand in your religious views, it kind of detracts from your channel. They're very, you want to have every right to bring up religious stuff and do whatever you want. But, if I subscribe to you and you're talking politics or religion or whatever, I mean, you're going to find people that are going to get mad at you, or some of them will agree with you, and you're going to get criticism. That doesn't mean they hate you. Oh, I'm tired of the haters. If that's how you see people that are critical of you, then, why are you on YouTube? Why don't you just, anytime somebody criticizes you and you call that hate, I don't know, man. I don't understand that. It's her hating on me. The only way you could show love to me is by agreeing with everything I do and say. That's kind of like, wow, whoa. And I know people like that. Believe me, you don't march in lockstep with me. You hate me. I've never thought that. I like people to criticize me. Hey, Howard, I think that Mike bought a loud generator. Yeah. It's like Eric Nomadic Fanatic. He bought that house. And when he's there, he's probably playing loud music, doing the karaoke out back. He loves to do fires, burn things and cook things. And the neighbors probably just love that. They're probably laying in bed at night going, oh, that guy still got the fire going and got ABBA on the karaoke. Hey, no nomadic. Hello, Brian, East Tennessee. Yeah, it's a nice day today so far. We got nice. I actually looked up in the sky this morning and there's no clouds, at least for the moment. You're right. So I don't think he's staying with his friend Paul there. And Paul looks like he's got a pretty isolated spread there. And he's actually parked quite a ways away from Paul's house. So I think he's probably, it's one of those, sounds like a lawnmower going all night. I don't know. That would be annoying. It is annoying if you live close to your neighbors and they're running a generator. If you're in an RV and you park next to somebody and they're running their generator, yeah, that would be. We've had a number of nomads complain about that. Oh, he runs that generator day and night and has to have his air conditioner on, and all you do is you lay there and hear. Hey, Lisa, Wisconsin. Yeah, Lori's up there, and Blue Van Dan's over, I think, in Minnesota now. The Cleveland area, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as well as the House from Bubba's Story. Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, I'm the Christmas Story. Yeah, I like the Christmas Story movies, but I have no desire to see that house. So, what's the admission charge? $30. Bubba's in the house. Yeah, see, I can't. Bubba's one of those people I just can't see. I don't know. There's a number of nomads that for some reason I just can't see. But hi, Bubba. If Bubba throws some money my way, someone's going to have to tell me because I can't see. Where's Sumney? Oh, I chatted with Sunny Girl yesterday. She's doing okay. She said she might be here this morning. I don't know. She's probably sleeping in. Bacon and eggs. Yes, my housemate here, Greg, made a oatmeal. Was making some oatmeal, brought some of this oat milk to make with his oatmeal. And then so he did. He said he had a friend who gave him this really cool oatmeal recipe. And then I said, "How is the oatmeal?" He goes, "It's kind of runny." Hint, hint, $. What? What are you? That's a good question. My doctor nurse said we should do a show this morning on what was your first car, which is good. You want to tell me what your first car is? That's cool. We could also do what are you having for breakfast? What's everyone having for breakfast? Bacon and eggs. I had a ham sandwich. I just had some Jewish rye bread. I love Jewish rye bread. Okay. That is delicious. And I had a ham sandwich this morning with some mayo, some of that olive oil mayo on it from Hellman's or whatever. It was really good, really good. Talk to B lately. Oh, talk to B lately. I've not chatted with B. I've emailed her a couple times. She is doing okay. She was doing some day trips up in North Georgia, up near where Casey Roman is now staying. Thank you, Brian. See, Brian's gotten on the money train. Brian, who is not from Columbus. I was like mixing him up with Brian Heffernan. Yeah, Brian, not from Columbus, Brian. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Oh, man. So anyway, yeah, she was up in North Georgia. There's a lot of cool stuff in North Georgia. And that is where Casey Roman ended up. So she's staying up there. And then we also have North Georgia is also where Jamie is, Enigmatic Nomadics. Yeah, I am really going to make plans this year to go to the van build. Okay, Jamie's on the East Coast now. So he said he's bought 50 acres of land in North Georgia, and he's going to have the van build in October. Usually does it in Parker, Arizona in November, but he's going to do it in October, right in the height of leaf changing season. And I am really going to make a point to get there. Okay, that's only a 4-hour drive from here. So, little Adam's still running, or maybe I'll rent a car, or I don't know. We'll figure something out, but I'm going to do that. I want to do at least, I was going to say I need to do one RTR just but the van build seems to be actually more popular amongst a lot of nomads now. So I'm going to really try to make it out. I'm going to get in touch with Jamie. If anyone's got his email, I have to look for his email somewhere, or phone number, and contact him, and maybe we can work out some sort of a deal. Or you know what I could do is Rock Pals. Rock Pals sent me that wonderful 300-watt generator-y thing. We could maybe I'll be a Rock Pals. I'll show some Rock Pals stuff. I know that what was his name? Almost Happy Camper did that at the RTR. He was their spokesperson. Maybe I could be the spokesperson for Rock Pals at the. Hey, Count Yorga, nice to see you here. Austin Joseph, my wife just made us. Oh my gosh, poached egg. I can't remember the last time I had poached eggs. Spaghetti topped with eggs over easy. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious, Motorhome. Dang. Spaghetti. You actually have, it's not just noodles, right? It's not just the pasta. It's actually spaghetti with spaghetti sauce on it. That sounds delicious. Hint, hint, get on the money train. That's right. Well, Doxinator had some of his relatives visit the last week, and he always gives them bags of money to load in the back of the trunk when they leave. You know, I mean, we don't trash bags full of cash. Here you go. And it pops me. But your first car was a 1987 Buick Regal. My first car was a VW Beetle. Yeah. My first car technically was an old Toyota Corolla. I wanted to get a VW Rabbit because I loved those, but we went to the VW dealer and they didn't have any that I were in my price range or whatever. And we found, my dad said, "Look, it's a little purple Corolla used." I didn't want it, but he said, "Look, it's cheap. You'll get you for." I had a new job. You know, I was working summers there between seasons of college. This was 1977, I think it was, and you know, it was like, you know, it gets good. It's a couple $1,000, so I bought it, and I hated the car. I really hated. The reason I hated it because it only had an AM radio in it. I was like, all the cool stations are on FM. I don't want to listen to AM. So anyway, as luck would have it, my dad took it in to get some chrome fixed on it, and somebody rear-ended him, and they totaled the car. We went back to the VW dealer a couple weeks later, and they had a beautiful orange Rabbit, and I bought that. That was my orange Rabbit was my first car. Danny, yeah, maybe I could stay with you, Danny. Do you have a couch? Is your couch available in October? I'll stay with Danny there in Rome. You're right. You're in Rome where you want to. Rome, Georgia there. I would, yeah. I didn't get up to far northern Georgia. Barb and I made it up to like Toccoa and Cornelius and stuff like that. We didn't make it all the way up to that upper part of Georgia there. So I would like to explore that area maybe this fall. First car was an 81 Chevy Chevette. It'll drive you happy. Regular Guys, check it out. It's a really cool channel called Regular Guys. He's two guys from Pennsylvania that review everything, even those old junky cars from the 70s and 60s. Yeah, they do Gremlins and Chevettes and Vegas and, oh my gosh, Matadors. It's really fun. It is a fun channel to watch. Yeah. I would do that. I would do a Rock Pals giveaway if somebody would. I don't want to give away the one I got because I like it, but I would like to. I would do a Rock Pals giveaway, or I don't know. We could do that if they give me a couple extra Rock Pals. I'll stick them in Little Adam and we'll give them away. Your first car was a 68 Impala, a 55 Oldsmobile. My dad was an Olds guy. What did he have? First car I ever drove. That's a good one. Now, when I just got my driver's license back in the early 70s, I was Dad's old Cutlass, big green Cutlass. And I would drive friends around the Beltway over to the Capitol Center to rock concerts, pick them all up in the Cutlass there, and it had this something wrong with one of the belts in it, and it would make this loud screeching noise all the time. You could hear it like about half a mile away. I'd be driving down the road and you'd hear, and it was like a siren. Anyway, I drive over to the Capitol Center. We saw Elton John, Jefferson Starship, people like that. Yeah, I was the driver. Had an AM radio in it, so you could listen at night. You could listen to WKBW out of Buffalo or WABC out of New York. Cranking up Captain and Tennille. Love will keep us together. Brian, my El Camino had Missouri plates. Yes, Brian Rutherford Heffernan. I got him. Yeah, as I said, I'm very dyslexic. Brian's I mix up. People, months that start with J, I mix up. I'm always saying, thank you for watching today's show for June. Yeah, I'm doing that all the time. Your first was a Pooch, P-U-C-H moped. First car, 55. Yeah. Wow. Come on down. All right, Danny. Come on down. I might do that. October, we got a plan for October. I don't know exactly where Jamie's van build's going to be. He said he bought 50 acres of land. I presume it's in Georgia, but maybe it's in Tennessee or somewhere. I don't know. He said not far from where he is, and he didn't say. I think he said he's about 100 miles from Atlanta. So if you draw a circular ring around Atlanta at 100 miles and then look at North Georgia, that's where he is. Do I have a map here? I do. Let me try. This is a cool old map. I love this. This is an old road, Rand McNally Road Atlas from like, what was it, the 60s? I think it's like 1960 something. And it shows you, it's interesting to look at the highways back then because a lot of the interstates, it's surprising how the the interstate highway system was really not built to its max by then. There we go. There's Georgia. There's North Georgia. So there's Atlanta, I don't know, 100 miles, somewhere up in here. So the mountains are over here. Oh, pages are falling out of this. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so he's probably 100 miles up in here somewhere, right? Let's see. Over here. 100 miles to the mountains. So he's, up in here somewhere. So there's we get enigmatic nomadics, Jamie. And then Rome is over here. But look at it. 20, Route 40. No, wait, that's 20. What interstate is that? That's 20, isn't it? Route 20 isn't even built yet. It's all the way over to Augusta. That's not even there. Look at that. The Athens Beltway isn't even in there yet. Route 75 up to Chattanooga. There's a big gap there by Marietta. It is amazing to look at the interstate highway system, how it was. Big chunks of I-95 down here along the Georgia coast hadn't been built yet. This was like 1965, I think this map was from. It's amazing, isn't it? It is truly amazing. Wow. Holy cow. Wow. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, and then there's the beautiful state of North Carolina. Here we are. And South Carolina together. The Carolinas are together. Big chunks of I-40 aren't built yet. So anyway, I'd like to find out where Jamie is, and then we'll do something. We'll have some fun. That'll be cool. First car I bought on my own was a green used 72 Ford Torino. Remember? Oh yeah, Gran Torino. That was a good movie. Clint Eastwood. 76 Plymouth Fury, an old cop car. That's a good one. The mechanic did not put the clamp on the fuel line after replacing the fuel filter. The VW Beetle caught fire as you were driving across the George Washington Bridge. That's wild. I had an old VW Beetle, the new Beetle, a 1998, I think it was. And there was a lightning strike in our parking lot the night before. And then I drove the car the next day and it's filled up with smoke as I'm driving it. I don't know. The lightning strike did something to the electronics, and I'm smelling smoke, and I'm seeing like stuff coming up from There's a huge dashboard on it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it wasn't on fire. So I was like, I rolled down the windows and said, I better get this to the dealer pronto. And then I ended up buying Little Adam. So I don't know. Where's Rockford this morning? We all know he has a brown Pontiac Firebird. I don't know where Rockford is. I guess he's I don't know. Maybe he's swimming across Lake Michigan. I don't know. Listen to, Delilah. Remember Delilah? Yeah. What did she do? Like love song dedications, right? Howard Moses, Ringgold, Georgia. What's Ringgold? Is that where you are? Is that where Jamie is? I loved Oldsmobile. My dad was a big Oldsmobile fan. As I said, we had a Cutlass station wagon when I was a kid, a big yellow bomb that was constantly stalling. Dad had a number of Oldsmobiles. He bought a car when we were living in New Jersey. He bought a car at this Oldsmobile dealer in Burlington, New Jersey. And a couple nights later, we were watching the TV news, and the salesman who sold him his car got arrested for like murdering his wife. It's like, I just bought a car from that guy. I remember that. It was like, I just bought a car from that guy and look what he did. The dirt road map. Green Ford Torino. The passenger side was filled with water and it rained. The love machine. My car does that, Austin. Yes, my car. I have put electrical tape around the back hatchback and around the antenna on the roof and on the trim on the side because water does get in and it gets on the passenger side, back and front seats, on the floors, and it can get back in the tire wheel well. So I just keep up every now and then. I go down to Walmart and buy a thing of electrical tape and just keep it taped up. It stays pretty good. I mean, I don't know what else to do. You can get silicone. I've heard of that too. But it was like when I had to get my back lights. I have to tape up around them because water can get in there. I don't want to do silicone because then I don't know, because I had to have the lights removed the other day to have bulbs placed. So I don't know. The guy just rips the tape off. It's easy to get off, but it does work. LH Libra, my first car was similar to yours, Dave. I bought a 1976 Datsun B210 right after high school graduation. Datsun. Remember that Datsuns? The 280Z. That was a pretty effing kind of car, wasn't it? Hey, Ross Santa, my Buick, my black Audi A4 Avant sedan. Wow. My dad had an Audi at the end when he passed away in 91. He just bought an Audi 100. So I drove that when I was staying with my mom for a number of years. And it was a nice car, but it was big old, 100. It was a big Audi. They always said, "Oh, you got the big Audi." But that car, man, I don't know. At the time, there was like one Audi dealer in Northern Virginia, and when you called up, you get like a German guy on the phone. You'll need to get a service appointment. Yes, the car's doing something funny, and it was like middle of January. Well, the earliest we can see you is late March. And it was like, the car's acting up late March. And then every time I took the car in for repairs, it would be $2,400 every time. And it's like I pull up and say, okay, what do you think the bill will be? 20, and it would go be, it's 20. That's $2,400. It's like, every time is $2,400. No matter what you had done to it, it was always $2,400. Zero to 60 in 5 minutes. My car has a sport mode. I have a VW Rabbit. It's got 5 cylinders, so it's not as fuel efficient as you would think for a small car, but it does have sport mode, and it is sporty. I mean, I like that car because when I'm on the highway and there's this big old I call them effing trucks, I want to zip past it. I just put it in sport mode and just zoom. It does zoom. My sister and I shared a white Beetle. Another engine fire in a Beetle. The engine caught fire when they opened the back hood. Wow. Second-degree burns on both legs. I was watching that Regular Cars guy the other day, and he said that. He said the Beetles were very prone to having fires, the old Beetles, because they had that air-cooled engine in the back. And he said it would get like really hot. The air-cooled engines ran a lot hotter than the water-cooled engines, fluid-cooled engines like they have today. So, and so what would happen is some wire would come loose and then it would get on the real hot engine block and bang, there'd be a fire. They were very prone to fires. And he said that a lot of the cars, they put plastic. He said, if you have a Beetle, don't ever use any plastic connectors in it because they'll just melt off in that hot engine. Oh, man. Hey, Noreen, find her. Noreen is late to the party. You're fined. 1 Camo Day pencil. Ether Bubba, Ether Bunny. I got lucky in a Datsun 2 B20. That must have been a tight fit. I don't think those cars had a lot of room in them, huh? I don't know, man. Money for nothing and the chicks for free. I always said that line was checks for free. What free checks? You get free checking. So what? Money for nothing and the checks for free. What's up with some of the nomads planning routes, homesteads on the rented land when the relationship turns sour with the landowner, it's not like you can pay someone to pick up your shed immediately. Yeah. I don't know. Campervan Kevin is hanging out with that guy that owns that big spread of land there. Who could that be in New Mexico? And he said that, he's got permission to put his little tiny homestead there on the rented land. I don't know. I guess it's less expensive than buying your own property, I don't know. Kevin's good with that. Kevin got away with, doing things very economically, and more power to him. A 74 Gremlin. Oh, they're like those beautiful cars, those AMC cars. Remember the Pacers now. If you own a Pacer in good shape, you should have bought a Pacer back then and just put it in your garage and never driven it. And it would probably be worth $1 million today, as a collector's item. Fishing and picking. Who else have I not shouted out to today? I think I said hi to Howard, Ross Santa, Robert the Traveler, a Pinto. Yes, I had the only collision accident I've ever had was when I was in college, and I was making a left turn out of one of the college parking lots, and a Pinto came by, and we kind of hit fenders. So, yeah, that was the only time I ever collided. Well, I did back into my sister's car once, but the bumpers met and we didn't have any damage. But my only moving violation, collision, was running into a Pinto once when I was in college. One day I was backing up. My sister had pulled in behind me and I couldn't see her car. And she went in the house and I did not even know her car was there. And I just went in reverse and boom, ran right into the car. And oh my God, I busted my sister's car. She's going to kill me. And then I walk around and it just happened. The bumpers hit perfectly. And there was no damage other than maybe a little scratch. She won't notice that. And then I just kind of backed around it and went on. Hit and run. I think I told her about it years later. I didn't know that. Who else is here? Ringgold is less than an hour. So Ringgold, is that where I'm curious, is that where Jamie is? Ringgold, GA. Let me see where that is. Ringgold. It's in Catoosa County. I hate all the C counties. They have those in Virginia and here in North Carolina. There's Catawba and a whole bunch of C counties, and they get them all mixed up. Ringgold Nature Trail, Fort Oglethorpe, Chickamauga National Military Park. Ooh, what's a national military park? Okay, so is that where Jamie is? That's right up. That's very close to Chattanooga. You're way up in North Georgia there. So his land, I mean, if he bought some land, 50 acres, it might even be in Georgia. I mean, it might be in, it could very well be in Tennessee. Huh. Let's see how far. Okay, where's that? Okay, that's not far from the furthest south western chunk. It's not far from North Carolina either. Way up there. Yeah, Rome, Georgia. Right. It's just north of Rome, Georgia, kind of up over the mountains there. Well, that's got to be a beautiful area. Wow. Chattanooga. Yeah, right off of 75 there. Money for nothing. The Ether Bunny. Austin Joseph. My dad taught me on a 4-speed Datsun. My family and I went to the Grand Canyon in 1956 Ford pickup from Louisiana on US 90. Open land Sydney. Wow. The rabbits of the 80s. Yeah, VW. What was it? I had an old rabbit. I had a 1970. What was that? 75. I had a 75 orange rabbit. That was my first real car that I really liked. And I kept that till the early 80s, 83 or something. Literally the floorboards had just completely rusted out on that. Yeah, they were hot. My car was bright orange and had little racing stripes on it. I love that car. That car did 0 to 60 in 5 hours. The problem with that car is that a carburetor engine, and they couldn't get the carburetor right. They could either get the carburetor good for going or for stopping, but they couldn't get it in the middle. The guy kept saying, those carburetors worked. We can't set it for both. So if they set it for going, you would go fine. You'd go up to 50, 60 miles an hour and it'd just purr away. But the minute you stopped, it would stall. You'd be in a red light or in a traffic jam and it would just stall. So you'd say, hey, the car keeps stalling. So then they would change the carburetor around so that it would be good for stopping. But then when you go, it would jerk and sputter. And so they had to put it somewhere in the middle. You know, it's a pain. The 19th thumb. Oh, yeah, be the 20th thumb. Hey, Rockford, thank you, Mr. Rockford. That is very kind of you. James Rockford. What did Rockford drive? What was this car he drove? That gold? What was that? What was the car? Rockford always had that gold car. That, you know, it wasn't a Camaro. What was James Rockford's car in the Rockford Files? What was that car? I'm trying to think. I cannot remember it. But he was, you know, he's always driving that. That was one of his signature things. A Firebird. Was that a gold Firebird, right? Do you ever remember those old shows from like the 70s? There was like Hawaii Five-0. Did you ever notice that? At the very end of Hawaii Five-0 would say all cars in the show are, they had a promotional deal with Ford, I think it was, that every car in Hawaii Five-0 was a Ford. So every single car you saw in the show was a Ford. And a lot of those shows, like detective shows where they had a lot of car driving and stuff, they actually had deals with GM or Ford or Pontiac or whoever, and all the cars would be the same make. FBI, every single car would be the same, you know, make. It was kind of very funny. Mr. Rockford is very, very generous. Thank you. A Pontiac Firebird, yes. I mean, they probably sold tons of Pontiac Firebirds from people watching that show, you know. Oh, you did. Austin rented a white Beetle for old time's sake to his high school reunion. Wow. Rockford here drives a police car. The Carmen Ghia. Yeah, that had that old that was that old air-cooled VW engine in the back there. Those are cool cars. There's a guy here in Morganton. I go down this certain street. He has I call it flesh-colored, but I guess it's beige, a beige Corvair. It's, you know, and it's got the engine in the back, and I see it parked on this one street every time I go hiking over there. And he had a for sale sign on it once, and then a for sale sign came down. Somebody that lives, I guess he lives in one of those houses there, but I always thought, well, I should buy an old Corvair. Unsafe at any speed. And I looked around it, and it had this giant oil leak under the back of the car where the engine is. Hey, Aaron. Hello, CD from Chinaville. I prefer the Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah. Someone asked Alfred Hitchcock. I remember that because I'm a huge Hitchcock fan. They asked him, what was your favorite movie that you didn't make? And he said, Smokey and the Bandit. He did. James Gardner, Michael, hi, nice to see you here. James Gardner actually did the stunt driving. Yeah, he said that. I saw an interview with James Gardner. He did a lot of his own stunt work in his movies, and he really killed his back. He said he got incredible back pain and had all these injuries and stuff because he insisted, even like jumps and falls and stuff, he insisted on doing his own stunts. And he said it really beat him up. And he could barely move. He said, I could barely walk. I really, one mistake to act, don't ever do your own stunts. Dave, unsafe at any speed. That was Ralph Nader. Ralph Nader did a big thing on the Corvair, how unsafe it was. And yeah, well, you can see, it's got the drive wheels and the engine in the back, right? So all the weight's in the back of the car. So the front of the car is just nothing. It's and the gas tank. The front of the car was the gas tank, right? So you got this heavy car in the back with the drive wheels, and then the front of the car is really light with a gas tank that's explosive. And it was just, it was like I was driving a bomb. It was a bomb on wheels. It was a very unsafe car. And of course, those cars in the 60s didn't even have seat belts. Man. Missing DOR. Things look different since they got back with the tribe. Yeah, Sue, I kind of wonder why they're not posting anything. They haven't done anything. You think Terry and Scott would at least do an update video and tell us how they're doing. I hope they're okay. I worry about them. Okay, you want to talk about the pandemic? I hear all sides of things. All I know is it's not the best idea right now to go hanging around and dining in restaurants. I'd just be a little wary of that. And we see all these videos from Asia where everybody's hunkered. Another video yesterday where everyone's crowded around a table. I don't know, man. Arizona's had a uptick in cases. I just don't think that's just take it easy right now. I don't know. I want a pink rabbit. You remember one of those Mary Kay cars? Remember those? They would give them to women that were like, I guess it was an award for Mary Kay Cosmetics. And you see every now and then you'd see somebody driving a pink car and it would have like a Mary Kay logo on the back. I used to, that was kind of funny. And the husband, you say, honey, would you take my car and run down to the grocery store? I ain't driving that pink Chevelle. Well, the guys are going to laugh at me. My God, my dad had a Corvair. You could start it without a key. Really? Not hot wiring it. It just, what'd you just say? Start. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had my cousins had a car like that. They had a big station wagon with this back seat where the trunk would be, and you looked out backwards, and we had the window down, and we were throwing things around in the back of the car. This was when I was about 8 years old, and one of the kids' shoes went out, boom, 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 on the highway. That was a dangerous car, too. If you got rear-ended in that thing, that was a bad place to be in the car. All those kids sitting in that back seat facing backwards. That couldn't have been a safe car. Send biscuits to Doxy. But Jilly, Jilly update. Yeah, Jilly's got a couple. She was having some trouble climbing stairs and stuff. So they might have to do a little bit of surgery on her back or something. She's got a herniated disc, but they haven't taken her to the canine neurologist. That's my Dachshundator's car. My Dachshundator's car is named Jilly. My Dachshundator's dog is Jilly. You used Mary Kay. Good. Get Dachshundator a pink Mary Kay Cosmetics car. They were pink Continentals. Yeah, that's right. Those big Lincoln Continentals. I've seen some other Mary Kay cars too. I think they were, and then they eventually got rid of the pink color, and they would give people like a gold car or something. I think people didn't, even the women didn't like driving around in a pink car. The key area had a lip over it and seats in the back. Ooh, Mary Kay is popular in the Philippines and China. Yeah, the car. Yeah, it's very true. Wow, Doc Sitter had a good idea. Let's talk about cars. I don't know. Oh, crazy. Let's see what's crazy. You had the same 1956 Ford pickup in college in 1970. Oh, Jilly's going to the doctor Monday. Yeah, he was saying that they got her on some pain pills and stuff, and she's actually able to climb stairs again. So that's very cool. Jilly! I should drive an El Camino. Yeah. What's that? That was like a car that was the pickup trucky thing, wasn't it? I think, didn't Bill Clinton have one of those with what did he say? He had AstroTurf in the back. You had an orange Plymouth Fury with a push-button transmission. Well, I am going to refill my tea. I'm refilling my tea. I will be right back. Talks amongst yourselves. My tea. I will be right back. Talks amongst yourselves. I'm back. Hi, Dave. (1994) Honda Accord station wagon. Wow. Hey, Shimei. Good morning, Tina's Journal of Journeys. How are you doing? Did I see your earlier question? I love muscle and classic cars. You get a BONER, huh? You always have to say that, Doxinator. It's like he always says, "Oh, he's in the bathroom." Forrest Stinnett, how are you doing? I'm getting ready to head to Mount Rushmore for a month or so. I bet you it'll be crowded out there. How is your congregation? Oh, okay. Yeah, Shimei was talking about her congregation, right? And my Doxy thinks I should get my car wrapped with camo. You know, they have those car wrapping places where they'll put cover it with some sort of I don't know. I should do that. The problem is then you stand out for the police. You know, you don't want your car to be like a police magnet. You know, and the cop every time a cop's going to notice you. Everything you do if you have a camo colored car. Okay. You don't use TP. I don't know. The last couple of times I've been in the Walmart, they've had TP, so I don't know. It's not like the olden days where, you know, the shelf would be just full of 20 different kinds of TP. There's only a couple brands to choose from, but we do have it. Pickup had gas tanks in the back of the seat in the cab. Ooh. Dave, get an electric coffee pot. Wow. Did 19 people had the virus there, and that's awful at your church. I noticed the church here, they have one of those AME churches, I think it's called, right across the street. And on Sunday mornings, the minister will stand in the parking lot with a microphone and a big speaker. And then people can either park in the parking lot, or there's lawn chairs set up at like 6-foot intervals, in the grass by the trees next to the parking lot. And he will hold his services that way. And you can hear the services over here. We're across the street and then some. And you'll hear like 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings, somebody say, "Praise the Lord," blah, 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 blah. And I was like always wondering, what is that? It's him having, this minister's having services over there. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, Brett. Ted Turner, he owns 15 ranches in Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, South Dakota, 1.9 million acres. Yeah, I've heard of that about Ted. Maybe that's where we were wondering whose land Camper Van Kevin's staying on. You know, somewhere in New Mexico there. Maybe it's Ted Turner's land. Hey, maybe he probably said, "Hey, Ted, I used to watch WTBS a lot when I was a kid. Yeah." Oh, okay. He is from the Athens area, so he probably got the old WTBS out of Atlanta. That is sad news, Austin Joseph. Yes, we hope everybody's okay. Again, you know, even though people are debating whether this virus is real or not, or this or that, or political or not, it is you're probably best to err on the side of caution. Okay. Always, better be safe than sorry. Jeffrey Kane. I think so too. It pretty much is not a problem finding it these days. Yes, this was an AME church. Oh, really? You're a pastor of the Mount Zion AME church. Yeah, we got one of those, I think one of those churches literally right across the street here. Yeah, he liked the wrestling. Remember the wrestling on TBS? Yeah, that's right. I was noticing that when I was at Barb's house. WTBS was Channel 17 in Atlanta, and it was a broadcast television station. Ted Turner owned it, and then he put it up on the satellite in like the early 70s. And then cable systems all over the country could get WTBS if you were in Ohio or Oregon or wherever. All over the country, it was called a superstation, right? He called it the superstation. But it was still programmed like an old, regular old independent station. He put the Braves on it and all that stuff, and it got big. It was huge. And when you first got cable in the 70s or 80s, you could watch this Atlanta TV station. It was kind of neat. So now it's long since Ted Turner sold it. It's now owned by AT&T or whatever Time Warner is today. But they took the Channel 17 in Atlanta, and now it's like Peachtree TV or something. It's something different. WPCH. If you want to shop around here, you have to wear a mask. A lot of the stores now that you go by, the small stores will all say, please wear a mask when you come in. The larger stores, they will recommend you wearing a mask, but they don't kick you out if you don't have one. Walmarts, the grocery stores, they all, you can wear a mask or not. Tina's Journal of Journeys. Maybe Sassenach can teach Dave to drive a big rig. I do talk to a guy by the name of Rocky. He's in Portland, Oregon, and he used to be a truck driver. And he does tell me a lot of cool stories about his trucking days. Oh, yeah. Shimei. You go to church so Dave don't have to. Well, I don't see Doxy going to church too often. Just saying. My grandparents watched the WWF when they were in their 70s and 80s. My grandmother was into it. Yeah. Remember the roller derby? As a kid, they used to have the roller derby on. That's cool. Whatever happened to the roller derby? East Tennessee is wide open. What does that mean? Oh, you're open. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, pretty much back to open as usual. Here in North Carolina, we're still in like phase 2 or something. They still have not, restaurant dining rooms are open now, but they have to do social distancing. Bars are still not open here. Bars and bowling alleys. Oh, really, Janice? The WWE headquarters is in your town. Where are you? Connecticut? Stamford, Connecticut. Yeah. Really? I did not know that. That's amazing. When I was living in Northern Virginia, I was right down the street from the headquarters of the NRA. It's right there in Fairfax, Virginia, right off of I-66. You can, the big eagle there. Oh, yeah. Big gun museum. Plenty of flat track derby teams around. Oh, really? The DC has the DC Roller Girls. Really? I was not aware of that. They're not on TV anymore. They used to have the roller derby on TV. Hey, Rick, thank you so much. Thanks for being you. Oh. Rick Petticord. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Thank you very much, Rick. Thank you very much, Rocky. Rocky. Oh, we got all ours today. Rutherford, Rockford, and Rick. RRR. Brian Rutherford, Rockford, and Rick Petticord. Thank you so much. So if you're this R, if you got an R in your name, hit the super chat button, huh? Anyway. Let's do a little Nomad chat, shall we? I did my top 5. I did my top 5 nomadic channels today in my video this morning. So go watch that. You can see who I like. I asked people on it. We'll do some letters on it later this afternoon, who your top 5 nomads are. Again, they're not necessarily people I like, but they're channels that I like, that I find oddly compelling, okay? There's a lot of, it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to like somebody to enjoy watching them. It's like Archie Bunker, if you remember All in the Family. You didn't necessarily like Archie Bunker, but you enjoyed watching him, okay? So anyway, yeah. Our Planet Fitness and stuff is opening on the 25th. The court in, okay, well, good. Yeah, Brian, yeah. Well, really, nobody's social distancing, huh? When I go to the park, people pretty much social distance everywhere, even in the parking lot. People park. It's interesting. Everybody used to cluster and park in one area. Now everybody, the social, I guess their cars are afraid of other cars. The Bay Area Bombers. Yeah, Mark always has to have the number of confirmed cases here in Burke County. That's right. Yeah, but I think they also said that they've also had like 300 or 400 cases that have been, people have gotten better from, right? So the numbers, again, that is the total number of cases they've had since the beginning of the outbreak, which was in March. And a lot of those people have recovered. So there's not that many cases actually out there, okay? That it's just, I don't even know why they report those consecutive numbers, because they are kind of irrelevant. It's how many contagious cases are there out there at any one time, not how many total cases have there been since early March. So yeah, it's all number gibberish. Can you tell me any updates of the free tax money check for the second delivery, Aaron? I don't know anything. Are we getting a second stimulus check? I don't think so. Dave, top 5 all men. What do I like? Well, Asha's not a man. Jeez. Judy Zimshad. Anybody know it was what happened there? Judy. Judy's been sending me some very interesting videos about the virus. Anybody know why it was windy overnight in North Florida? A few of my tomato plants shifted. You probably had a thunder boomer come through while you were sleeping and blew some plants down, right? I like Unstoppable Morgan. I watch her. If I had a top 10, I was thinking of doing a top 10. I'd probably throw Unstoppable Morgan, maybe Casey Roman in there. I like Bex the cat herder. I like who else? There's a lot of. You are seriously earned. Robert, there's ups and downs and all that. And I do, if you want me to talk about other stuff, I will be more than happy to do it. Danny Lee. Thank you. That's right. I'm going to hang out on his couch sometime in October. Black Bugatti. You love Black Bugatti with the love of the Lord. Oh, wow. I do actually take some supplements that have vitamin D in it. I think that's important. Why avoid high fructose corn syrup? Yeah, well, you don't want too much sugar, right? Let's see if I can get caught up here. Getting caught up. Thunder boomer blew over your tomato plants. Yeah, probably. You had a thunderstorm overnight. I love the Bay Bombers roller derby in the day. But when I came to Fort Bragg, the Bombers are on different teams against each other. Yeah. Well, I guess the big news today is sports-wise is they've just shut down all the spring training baseball camps in Florida because they had some COVID amongst some of the teams there. Phillies, I think, had a little spike there, and so pretty much they're done. It looks like baseball is not going to happen this year. It's over. It's done. No season. Everybody's still wondering about football. I don't know. They're talking about maybe, having – I don't know. It's going to be real interesting, But it looks like baseball is gone. There's no baseball this year. You're in China? I can visit in China? Have an extra room for free if you come. All right, where in China might you be? Wuhan? Just down the road from that viral lab, just blocks from the Chinese viral lab. Oh, I'd love to see that. Get a tour of the place. R. McNasty. How many people did Eric infect? There was a very good article that somebody sent me, and it is true. I saw it, I think it was in a relatively major newspaper, that you can have positive antibodies for coronavirus if you just had a bad cold last year or the year before that. And they actually think that people may have immunity to it because coronavirus is very common. It's all over the place. You've had it many times. If you had a case recently, you might be immune to this particular strain. And Eric said he had that test where he tested positive for the antibodies, but and he did have a bad flu-y type thing back in January. I think January, February. So who knows? He may have had it or not, but I don't know. You like Foresty Forest, Van City, Cruz. Yeah, I do too. I like Cruz. Cruz is wonderful, isn't he? I like Foresty Forest. If you watch my top 5 RVers, Foresty Forest took the top spot this time. I just love his channel. It's fascinating. I like the minimalism. I think that's why I enjoy watching Nomads, is I like not only the traveling, but I like to see people really, getting down to minimalistic stuff. And it's like my whole move here. I have bought a few things to kind of populate my little room here, but I'm trying to live minimally. This is it. What you see in this room is it. I have a closet in this room and my bed in the other closet. That is all I got in the car. I don't have a storage locker anymore full of junk, Well, I do have some DVDs at a friend's house, but I don't know if I'll ever see those. Doxinator is immune. He's the Walking Dead. Yeah, the dead are immune, aren't they? Yeah, my son had season tickets for the Dodgers. Yeah, I think baseball we're already almost halfway through the summer. No, we aren't. We just started the summer. Today's the first day of summer. I don't know what I'm saying. Why do I feel like we're halfway through the summer, even though today technically, isn't today or is it tomorrow? Technically the first day of summer. You read my comment as I was in the kitchen. I heard the Wuhan lab and I lost my come have a tour of the Wuhan viral lab. Yeah. I'm in Hangzhou, 45-minute fast train ride from Shanghai. Go. Mark just spilled spot remover on his dog. Oh, and now he's gone. Ha ha ha. Trippin' Tracy, nice to see you here. Yeah, Trippin' Tracy, we are going to have to, maybe that'll be the meetup. We got to do the big October Camo Day meetup there with Jamie's van build there somewhere in North Georgia in October. That'll be cool. We got to do that. Trippin' Tracy will be there. And everybody, a lot of people, I don't know how many people are going to be coming, if they're already like Oz and stuff, they're already out west, but everybody needs to come to Jamie's Van Build. We'll do some promotional stuff. I'll see if I can get a promotional deal there with Rock Pals for their generators and stuff, and we'll have some fun. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to come up pretty fast. NF's mom is about the same age that I am. I think he's going to, I think that he wants to go see his family. That's why Eric is on his way back to Washington State. I don't know. Yeah, there was a good video he did the other day where he was traveling in the heat. He said it was like 98 degrees in Nebraska, and he had to get to Wyoming, and it was like, he apparently doesn't like driving that big Class A in the heat. It just runs hot, a little hot, like in the airplane movie. So he's hoping now that he's going to get through Wyoming, that'll be done with 100-degree temperatures. It's funny because it's so hot in the Midwest. It's been darn cool here. Okay, we had a day I think it was last Tuesday when it rained all day. It didn't get out of the 50s here in North Carolina. Okay, And then we're having like 100-degree temperatures out in the Midwest. It's just the weather's just crazy, baby. I will ship a case of spot remover to nomads that have dogs. Oh, dogs that you don't want to see anymore. Well, dogs, it's the Jamie Van Build and the Camo Dave meetup all put together. I'll give him top billing. Jamie Van Build at the top and then Camo Dave meetup. I don't know. Hey, look, Jamie charges, I know he charged $75 a pop for the, for the van build. Maybe he could charge $100 and I'd get 25 out of it. Hey, I'll get a cut, and I'll promote the hell out of it. I'll give him a promotional deal. I like to get an RV when I visit home, thinking about Japanese RVs shipped to the States. I'm used to compact houses. Really, do we have any nomads that do going around in a Japanese RV? I don't know. Does Toyota have an RV? Yeah, look at the Nationals. They won the World Series last year. I was curious to see. They're probably on a winning streak, right? They probably would have a good chance of winning it this year too. And nope, no year. I don't know. Just got my new AC. So awesome being a cool kid. Yeah, everybody mark that in your books. I'm not sure the date, but the Jamie Van Build in October, North Georgia, somewhere in North Georgia, maybe Southern Tennessee. He looks pretty close to the Tennessee border there. So that, and then we'll do the Camo Day meetup. Yeah, that'll be cool. Mark H., I stayed up one night playing poker with tarot cards. I got a full house and 4 people died. Oh, my goodness. I'm hoping the dates don't overlap. I mean, you can do 2 things at once. The meetup at the van build. The Earth, yeah. I do not. I believe in science. I believe we landed men on the moon. I believe the Earth is round. The sun is the center of the solar system. That's what I would want, a Toyota RV. No power under the hood. The thing, most Toyotas are very nice. I watched Scotty Kilmer. They're reliable cars. If you take care of them, they'll last forever. They're easy to service. They're great cars, but they're not the most interesting cars in the world. Thank you, Austin. Austin Joseph. Here's a little something for Crotchy's unemployment. Keep him off Skid Row. Thank you. Hey, Crotchy, you got to go say. Oh, there you can barely see him there, can't you? Let's go say hi. Say hi to Austin.
Thank you very much, Austin Joseph. That was very kind of you. Yes, they need to go to the liquor store today and get me some more vodka because I'm just about out. Yeah, it's right next to the chicken processing plant, but he has to wear his hazmat suit when he goes there because they had some virus at the plant. So don't go near anybody, but he has to run in real fast and grab me some bottles of vodka and run out and bring them back to me so I can guzzle them tonight. Yeah, good. Oh yeah, thank you.
The granola. I don't know. Let's see if we can get Crotchy to stay. I don't think he's going to stay today. There we go. There he is. That's right. Austin Joseph broke the R streak. That's right. Danny Lee Ingram, Rick Petticord, Rutherford, Brian Rutherford. Joseph Austin doesn't have an R in his name. Wow. Hey, how about a donation, Doxinator? Hey, Sarah Cox. Skid Row is Skid. Oh man. Okay, what are we at? 10:30. So yeah. Chame, the ghoulie guy. Oh, we got to see what the movie is tonight for Sven Ghoulie. Sven Ghoulie. The movie tonight is scary. The Man with 9 Lives. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Never heard of that. The Man with 9 Lives. It was the cat man. The Man with the Cat. Yeah, Rockford got the Doxinator a signed autograph from Sven Ghoulie. Sven Ghoulie's in Chicago. I keep hearing people mention all over the videos on YouTube that there are no homeless people on any streets in America. Where did they go? I really, I haven't heard that. Maybe they finally got them shelters. I don't know. That ghoulie guy Doxy loves looking like a bootleg Alice Cooper. He does kind of put that makeup, that black makeup around his eyes. He does have a certain Alice Cooper-y look about him. Howard Stern, Doxinator, Alice Cooper. Yeah, they all kind of come from that same look. When Dave gets bored, he drives down and gets a great parking spot and then sits in his car and counts how many people ask him if he's leaving. Do you want to do a call? Yeah, all right. Let's do a call in. I was charging up the phone today. Anybody want to make a call to the hotline? Let's see what we got here. Oh, I can't type. Wrong number. Wrong. I'm sorry, you've reached the wrong number. God, I can't remember the number. Oh, yeah, I remember it. 409. 571-463-0463. Now, I couldn't remember the hotline because they never called the hotline. People, ever have somebody do that to you? They said, I went to take my car in to get service the other day. And the guy said, what's your phone number? And I got it wrong. I said, wait, 20. I have another number that I used as my, Chame. Hold on. I couldn't remember my phone number. Hello, Chame. How are you?
Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So what's up in New Jersey?
I'm working, man. I'm working for unemployment in New Jersey. I'm paying everybody.
Oh, you are at the unemployment office, huh?
Yeah, well, the administrative office.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
The regular offices are closed. Everything's closed, but they still have us working. I'm essential.
You're an essential employee. Well, good for you. Yes. Very good. So New Jersey very generous in their unemployment?
Oh, yeah. We're paying that. We're paying everybody. We're just throwing money away. Wheelbarrows of money.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of horror stories about here in North Carolina where people have applied and like 2 months go by and they still haven't heard back or anything. So you've got it running efficiently up there. Maybe you should come down to North Carolina and run their office down here. You could show them a thing or two.
No. They're all right. They just have to be a little bit patient. They want that $600.
Yeah. All right. Well, good to hear from you, Chame.
All right. And say hi to everybody on the chat.
All right.
Do a wave. Do a wave, Dave. Say hi and do a wave.
Chame says hi to everybody on the chat. All right. Thank you, Chame. You take care.
And Doxy Poo, email me your brother's information. I'll take care of it.
His brother. Okay. Yeah, Doxy's brother lives in New Jersey. That's right. All right. Secret message to the Doxinator. All right. Thank you, Chame. You take care.
All right.
Bye. Oh. So maybe Doxinator's fixing up a date with his brother and Chame. They're both in New Jersey. I don't know, Doxy. What are you doing behind the scenes? Chame said, my brother in Hamilton money. No, we got to have a date. They got to go out on a date. I don't know. Maybe Shimei will come into the Doxy family. You know, she'll be a relative. She'll be a what would it be? Your sister-in-law. Man, all right. Anybody, I just posted the number 571-419-0463. If you want to make a call, I got the phone going here. I don't have the ringer on, but I can at least see on the screen if anybody calls. 571-419-0463. So we will take a few calls here before we wait a minute. 571-409 57409-0463. Yeah, 0463. No, as I was saying, I was at the car place and they said, "No, what number can we reach you at?" And I'm like, I have another number, right? I was like 87-828-84. I couldn't remember it. I'm like, I never call my own number. So I'm like, I stumbled around and then I said, okay, I think this is it. And then I actually emailed him later but yeah, isn't it funny how if you don't call, you don't know your own number because you don't call it, you know, it's like, or maybe you kind of like, you forget it, you know, and it's the same thing now with your friends and family. They're all in your dial thing here, you know, and you don't know their number. If you lost your phone, how would you call them? Hey, Olivia in Texas is calling. Hello, Olivia.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, we chat every now and then. How's everything going down in TX?
Pretty good. It stopped raining, but it's pretty good. It rains off and on.
That's good. Well, you need rain. You need a little rain. We've had so much rain here. We should bucket our rain, and we should send our rain out to California and Arizona where it's too dry, right? All those fires. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, one part of the country where they're getting flooding rain, and then the other part of the country where they're having big fires, and you're kind of in the middle.
In the middle, right.
Well, how's it?
Thinking about meeting you at the van build, Jamie's van build in Georgia.
I think that would be cool. That's one reason why I want to go because, I'll bring a bunch of extra people there. They'll all want to come. Thank you, Deb. Very nice, Deb.
And try to help out or do something while we're there.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I enjoy chatting with you on the phone every now and then, and we should, let's do it. Let's put October in the books. I don't know when Jamie's van build will be. It's like 2 weeks or something, but he has got to announce the dates pretty soon so people can start doing their planning for the fall, but that will be a lot of fun.
Right. And then get ready to stay wherever, because, I personally don't have a camper yet.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, you can come sleep on my couch here. I still got that air mattress if you want to.
That sounds great. Can't do a camp out, right?
Right. Thank you, Ether Bunny. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm getting some super chats here while we're talking. Well, listen, Olivia, you take care. I'll give you a call later and we'll chat some more, okay?
Okay.
Bye. All right. That was Olivia down in Texas. I forget. She said, I think Austin or someplace down there she is. She's kind of down there. Kleski the Creeper. That's right. It's nice to hear Shimei's voice. Cover your mouth. Cover your mouth. What? Covering your mouth has been shown to have an adverse effect in dental health. I don't know. I feel like calling from Malaysia. Yeah, I don't know, man. You do get weird calls every now and then. I don't answer. I'll get like a Chinese call or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to answer that. It's going to put some charge on my phone. Yeah, don't call me from Malaysia. I'm not going to know what it is. You might get beat up if you go to the van build. Better bring Noreen for protection. That's right. Noreen will be my bodyguard. Bubba. Yeah, Bubba. That's right. Bubba Warbucks is Ether Bunny. Thank you very much, Ether Bunny, Bubba. Yeah, you're here in North Carolina too, so I got to get over to say hi to you one of these days. I need to visit all these. I came to live in North Carolina, and there's all these YouTubers in North Carolina, and at Wilmington, and I know you're up in the northern. You're not far from Virginia, right? I forget the town, and I got to go over and see the carpetbagger over there near Asheville, and there's quite a few of you guys, Roland and Ox. I got to go visit Ox. Oh, and Mark H. I go to bed early, so I miss Lamont's late live streams. Yeah, I'm usually, I don't, a lot of people like to put live streams up at midnight and 1 a.m. And I'm just like, come on, I got to sleep. What? A new bride for Camo the Doxinator. Hey, Steaming Bean. Steaming Bean called me on Facebook. I can't make calls to Canada with my current plan. I got a cheapo plan, but he calls me on Facebook. So there's a Facebook, you can do a phone call on there. I think it is Facebook Messenger. You can make phone calls using that app, and he calls me on that. So yeah, poor old Steaming B's not gonna be able to do his cruise this year. He always takes a summer cruise, goes to New York, and they go out to the Atlantic or the Caribbean or something, and so there's got to be no cruise this year, huh? What are you going to do this summer for fun, Mr. Bean? Are you going to be doing any car traveling or doing something else instead of the cruise? I mean, you got, are they still having school up there in upper, what is it, Sandy Bay? I think that's what it's called. So what do you got planned for the summer? You ought to come on down here. You said, I think you wanted to do Pigeon Forge or something, right? Do I want a mail order Russian or Chinese bride? Shemay wakes up at 4 a.m. Yeah, I talk to people that do that. I talked to Rod Sturgis, who is my one of my good buddies here on. Yeah, Rod Sturgis set up a TripAdvisor page for Crotchy's Catfish Cafe. I think it's still up. Put something like search for TripAdvisor, Crotchy's Catfish Cafe, Athens, Georgia, and it will come up with a page, and you can write comments and reviews on it. And it's some really funny stuff has been posted up there. TripAdvisor, Crotchy's Catfish Cafe, Athens, Georgia. I put a link to it in my video from a couple days ago. I'll have to find that. But anyway, Creeper, call Dave. Yeah, call me. Hey, call me, Creeper. I don't know if Creeper has a phone. Doesn't have a car. Maybe he has a phone. Call me on the phone, Creeper. Let's see. 409-0463. Yeah, give me a call, Creepy. Creepy. I need a Creeper call. I don't know if I've ever talked to the Creeper on the phone. Steaming Beans math games. Yeah, I'm heading to Ottawa to pick up my new trailer. Steaming Beans buying a trailer. That's big news. 17-foot Kodiak. Holy cow, that sounds great. Are you going to be doing so? Then are you going to be hauling that around North America? Are you coming down to the States in that or what? That'd be cool. That sounds neat. Give us some more deets, or do a video and give us some deets. Steaming Bean on the road. Oh yeah. Yeah, Clearski, call Dave. He probably just has a landline phone and I can't pay the long distance charges. My landline, yeah, that's a Northern Virginia number. That's gonna be 22 cents a minute. Kodiak, 17-foot Kodiak. Wow. I thought it said Kodak. I thought they went out of business. Well, cool. You got to give us wow, that is very neat. Now, do you have a vehicle you can tow that with? You got a nice car or something, or an SUV? And able to cross the border to enter the excited states. At the moment, yeah. I guess they're not letting people in. Donald Trump, he doesn't want those Canadians coming in and taking our jobs, right? Oh my goodness, really? So that wearing a mask will make you, I don't know. I've heard so many things about the masks, Judy. Some people say they're good if you have a bug and don't want other people to catch it. Other people say that it's good to wear. Other people say that it's not good to wear because you can't breathe properly with them and you are constantly touching your face. I don't know. I hear a little of everything. You lost a tooth? Really? Janice lost a tooth because she's wearing a mask. I guess if you have the mask on too tight, you don't want to do You drive a Ford F-150. Okay, so you got a vehicle where you can haul it. That's right. That's just not the right number. You just called BB. Oh, darn, I gave you Black Bugatti's number. Oh, is it really? Aquatics Live. Kachi's Catfish Cafe is on the top 10 for Athens, Georgia. Way to go. Kachi's Catfish Cafe, Athens, Georgia, TripAdvisor. I will read those. I've been reading the comments on the letters videos that people are leaving with Crotchies there. It's really funny. TripAdvisor, Crotchies Catfish Cafe, Athens, Georgia. Oh, the creeper called? No, he didn't. Creeper did not call. I could tell. There's no calls. Creeper, call me. 1-800-CREEPER. Maybe he has. Oh, man. Just thought I'd share. No one would. Yeah, wow. Healthcare workers have been wearing surgical masks. Okay. Yeah, that's right. $50. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Squeaky. Wow. That'll help. My YouTube earnings for June are way down. It's like with everybody. I had to hire 5 bots. So your super chats will greatly help. Thank you so much. Yeah, Little Adam is still leaking. I noticed there's still an oil leak in Little Adam. They refilled his oil leak, and I told them to check for leaks, and they said it was raining. It was hard to check for anything. So I'm just keeping an eye. You do a Google search, and old cars all leak stuff. I mean, it's almost impossible to stop a 14-year-old car from leaking. That's just part of having an old car. So I just keep an eye on everything, and I check the oil weekly or so, and it looks okay. And the only problem with that car is the transmission fluid. You can't check it. There's just one of those sealed systems. So, it doesn't look like transmission fluid under the car, but then again, it's old transmission fluid, which is kind of dark, if that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's just your number is wrong. Did I get 5714? Did I give the wrong number? Hold on a second. I think I gave the wrong number. It says, okay. I told you that. 571-419-0463. It's not a 409. Okay. Yeah, I said it was 409. 571-419-0463. Not 409. 571-419. Yeah, I don't know. I don't call my hotline, so I forgot the number. Squeaky, thank you so much. Thank you, Brian Rutherford. Thank you, Mr. Rockford. Thank you, Rick Petticord. Thank you, Danny Ingram. Thank you, Austin Joseph. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Ether Bunny, a.k.a. Bubba Warbucks. And thank you, Squeaky RV Sales. I appreciate that. Okay, here it is. There we got a call. Rhode Island. I got the right number this time. Hello, Rhode Island.
Hello, I'm actually calling from Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts. How are you? Who is this?
Good. This is Celine.
Hey, Celine. How are you doing?
Good. I thought it'd be fun to talk to somebody you don't know and never spoke to before.
You're a total right. You're a total mystery. So how long have you been watching the channel?
Oh, a while. A couple of years.
Couple of years. Wow.
Yes. And I'm the S of D&S Tube Audio.
Oh, yes. All right. D&S Tube Audio. You made some kind donations to me over the years. Thank you so much.
We have. Yes, you're welcome. So the weather here is hot.
Hot, yeah. Isn't it weird? It's hotter up there than it is down here, but I think we're getting the hot weather this weekend. So it's all going to equalize.
It's going to be sunny and 90 for the next week.
Right. Wow. Yeah, I think we're finally going to get up into the 90s. I'm kind of looking forward to a little bit of summer because 50s and 60s down here, it's been crazy. They've had this upper level low pressure system that just won't leave. It's stuck, and it's been miserable. Yeah. Well,
all right.
Well, thank you so much for calling the S out of D&S Tube Audio. Thank you.
Yes. All righty. Have a great day.
Bye. Okay. We got Danny Lee Ingram just called. Let me call you back, Danny. I had to say goodbye to Celine there. Danny Lee Ingram's phone number is 706. Oh, wait. I should give his number out online. Hey, Danny, how are you?
Hey, Dave.
This,
I tried that other number.
I know. 409. I don't know what was in my. It's 419. Yeah. 571-419-0463. Right.
Right. Hey, I look forward. I hope we can all get together.
I think so. I think that'll be fun. October, we're going to really push for a nice big whole month. We'll do some stuff. Maybe I'll get back down to Athens or something. I don't know. We'll just have some. I'm going to really make plans for October being a fun travel month. That looks like it might work out. We'll see.
Oh, that's great. Sounds great. By the way, somebody said promote a channel, so I'm going to promote mine.
Yes.
Danny Lee Ingram.
Danny Lee Ingram. What is your channel called? Danny Lee Ingram?
Yep.
Okay.
And what I do is I just make a few videos of some of the nice stuff around here.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to put a little star by your name to promote your channel, and I will do that. Check out one of the letters videos coming up soon, and I will do a nice little shout out to you. All right?
That's great. Yeah, I appreciate it, Dave.
All
Take
right.
care.
All right. Hey, you writing any new books lately? Have you done any writing lately? Any new books in the works?
No, not right now, but I've got a couple of ideas.
Okay. All right. Well, you take care.
Okay, you too.
Bye.
Thanks, bye.
All right. Danny Lee Ingram there, Rome, Georgia. Nice to talk to him. All right. Yeah, what do you do? What is it? Doxinator, that other guy, the other guy that does, he hardly ever does Nomad reviews anymore. And then all of a sudden he pops up with one, and he always has to, the women, he always has to say, and she's not bad looking either. Oh, we got a number. Oh, we got a Northern Virginia number here. Hello, Camo Dave. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, it's Jeff. I've been sorry, just in chat. I'm a long-time viewer, first-time caller.
All right. Well, very nice, Jeff. Where? You're in Northern Virginia, huh? Or that's your number?
Yeah, I'm up here in Northern Virginia, so I get all your old Northern Virginia references.
Yeah.
And I think I actually remember reading your DCTV
GCRTV. Oh, yeah. You go back way to the website, too. Yeah. I still have that up and running. I still get some stuff from people there. Yeah. Very cool. Very good.
I saw it again, but I remember seeing in the past. Yeah, I was like, cool. So that's the guy who does it now.
Yeah. I still love media stuff, and I just decided to branch out a couple years ago and do some other stuff. So very nice. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Jeff. Well, thanks for. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call back one of these days, and we can chat some more. All right.
Okay.
I got your number. All right. Thank you for calling.
Right.
Bye.
Yep. Bye.
All righty. Another call. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, the hotline is the problem when I do the hotline then is I can't keep up with the chat. Okay. I'm missing things because it's too many things to do. Pizza, earth, pancakes, and other mashed potatoes. Yeah. First time caller. This is a first time caller. I was listening to Coast to Coast AM this morning, and there's always some guy from Rock Hill, South Carolina that calls. Every time I listen, we got a gym in Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's where I was like, it's the Doxinator in South Carolina. She sounds hot. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. That other guy that does the very occasional YouTube reviews, he always has to remark with women, oh, I enjoy so-and-so's channel, and she's not bad to look at. Oh, she's pretty good to look at. It's like, jeez. Like, we need to know that. Doxinator, you're creepy, dude. Yes. Isn't he? He's so creepy. We will do a call-in show one of these days where people can call in to promote their channels, but I don't want to do that this morning. We're kind of running out of time here. We're almost 11 o'clock. I'm going to have to pull the plug on this pretty soon, but it was nice chatting with folks. We will do one of these days. That's a good idea. We'll do a promo shout out call-in show I think that's a great idea, Doxy. Another one of his great ideas. Doc Snyder is a real person, Moan bet. He is sadly to say, there is a real person there. I was going to make an FAT joke, but I don't do that on YouTube. I learned my lesson. That's right. He's an old guy who lives in South Carolina. That is absolutely right, Victor. Dude. Hot 99.5. That's right. Anyway. I just got a phone on sale. It has no 5. I used to remember typewriters. I had a typewriter once, and one of the keys will go out, like the G key will go out, and you just can't type a G. So then you have to, like, when you're writing a note, you have to think ahead of time. I can't put any words that have G's in them, It's nice to meet you, Jim. I hope to go. Oh, wait, I can't. Hope to head out to. Yeah, you have to, like, reword everything so there's no G's in them. Hey, Camo Dave. That's right. I'm going to start a Patreon, and I'm going to put Camo Dave After Dark. I should do that. I don't know. Victor Jimenez. Yes, I'm planning to do a 7 p.m. show at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Right here on the Camo Dave channel, we'll do a half hour or do an hour-long happy hour leading up to the Svengoolie movie, which is The Man with 9 Lives, which it's a movie I've never heard of. That's right. Creeper ran out of minutes on his track phone. 30 minutes per month. He ran out. Do you think Trump will show up at Inside State? Yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be interesting. In fact, when I'm watching the Svengoolie movie tonight, I'll probably flip over to Fox News and CNN and see how they're covering the Tulsa event and see what's going on there. There could be quite an exciting thing going. I'm just curious. It's something interesting to watch tonight. It will be. Keep America beautiful. Make the doxy wear a mask. All righty, folks. It's 11. Who is this? One more call. New York, 518 area code. One more call here. Lear, the last caller. Who might this be?
Yo, it's Camo Day.
And who might this be?
This is Victor.
Oh, Victor Jimenez.
What's up, man?
I'm doing good. You got a DJ voice. You could be on the radio.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
you could be. You got a good voice for it. Yeah.
Hey, so listen, I'm a huge fan of D-Dub Travels, man.
I do too. I love the guy. Yeah, I met him at the meet. We had a meetup in Vegas a year and a half ago. That was great. Yeah, nice guy.
He's one of the most authentic people that you cover. I mean, the guy is he's just all about living life and having fun. And
I've always enjoyed his channel. Yeah. I'd like, I have nothing bad to say about D-Dub. He's a cool cat.
And now he's linked up with Rosie.
And Rosie, yeah, D-Dub and Rosie. And then we got Elvis over there on the sidelines. It's all the drama is very good.
Elvis, oh, no.
I don't know, man. One day Elvis is going to show up. Then bang on the door and Rosie, come out here. And D-Dub, they'll have a big fight on the lawn. I don't know, man.
I would take D-Dub in that fight.
I think so. I would definitely bet on D-Dub for sure. Yes, absolutely.
Elvis doesn't even wear a shirt half the time.
That's right. And well, we got a lot of Nomad guys now that have taken the shirts off. And in most cases, it's pretty scary. Yes. Hey, Victor, I'd like to chat more, but I got to answer some comments here. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Bye. Ooh. Don't you say goodbye. Jeez. Don't you say goodbye. Hidden Highways, nice to see you here today. Camp Goer 1, nice to see you here. Shatter King 215 PA, Philly. Do you think all these van lifers are as happy and free as they're claiming to be? No, absolutely not. I think people a lot of them put on a very upscale kind of thing, like, hey, everything's great. Believe me, it's all great. This is wonderful to live like this. Yeah. You know, there are so many things in van life that are so much harder. Bathrooms, you don't have bathrooms, you did cooking, almost, I think Casey even said that almost everything you do living in an RV or a van is harder than if you lived in an apartment or a house. Almost, you know, she said just getting up, getting dressed, having your coffee, getting out is harder, is considerably harder when you live in a van, you know? Hate the no shirt vids. Yeah. Now, Jamie can do a no shirt vid, but Eric and Kevin and Elvis, come on. How about some of the women doing the no shirt vids, you know, like Wonder Hussy, or I know Unstoppable Morgan has done a few of those, hasn't she? You did. Oh, you are a radio call screener, right? For who? Howard? You were one of Howard Stern's call screeners, huh? Oh, man. All right, folks. That ought to do it for today. It is 11:04. We started at about a 9:20 this morning, so we're going up over 90 minutes. I do appreciate it. Once again, I want to thank Brian Rutherford, Mr. Rockford, Rick Petticord, Danny Lee Ingram, Austin Joseph, Deb, Ether Bunny, a.k.a. Bubba Warbucks, and Squeaky RV Sales. Thank you all so much for your kind donations today. Super chat. Oh, New Jersey 1015. Yes, I used to listen to them. Kind of a talk station. Yes, they still, I think, have a guy talk format, right? We used to have a guy talk format here in Washington with WJFK and Howard Stern, Don and Mike and all that. But then they went to sports talk. A lot of those stations, I think, you know, like YSP. Well, YSP, they went sports talk too in Philly. They used to be a guy talker with Howard on it. I do like those. Yeah, 101.5. It's good signal. You cover, I think you get into both New York and Philly there. Wow, you're famous. Do they ever put you on the air? Sometimes they'll put the DJs will put the call screeners on the air. That's kind of funny. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. And don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, that's 4 p.m. Pacific time, we will be back with a happy hour. Talking to Chicago, a happy hour. And then we'll watch the Svengoolie movie, or you can flip over and watch Trump in Tulsa. I don't know. Whichever's more interesting. Doxy's in a very, very, very weird mood today. I don't know. What have you been smoking today, Craig? All right, everybody. You take care. I'll chat with you later. Blog Under.